The A-Team Challenge, a major project of the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools, is produced in partnership with the School District of Lee County, Waterman Broadcasting, and NBC2. This program features high school students in both public and private schools from 6 Southwest Florida counties as they compete in this exciting academic challenge. The A-Team Challenge is brought to you by Suncoast Credit Union.
Well, hello and welcome to A-Team Challenge. I'm NBC2's Rob Duns, and it's a pleasure to be here today as we help to highlight and feature some of the best and brightest young minds in all of Southwest Florida. Before we get started with A-Team Challenge, a quick history lesson here for you. We are now in our 30th year of production, and once again in sponsorship with the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools, NBC2, Suncoast Credit Union, and of course the wonderful school district here in beautiful Lee County. This is a single elimination competition. We started several weeks back with 34 high schools from 6 Southwest Florida counties, and we're now down to just the final 3. So one of these 2 teams will move on to the championship round, which we of course broadcast on NBC2. We are going to be asking these students a wide range of subjects today. Comes from everything including the fields of math and science, arts and humanities, literature, language arts, general knowledge, you name it. Everything is on the table for us today. The way our game works is we'll have 2 open play rounds in which the students will buzz in and try and provide a correct answer first, and then a final lightning round in which the teams will work together to provide a final answer as they try and top their points there. Every answer that is given correctly today is worth 10 points, and if the student for some reason answers something incorrectly, which is rare here, there is no points deducted from anyone's score. Today's competition is between the students who are representing Palmetto Ridge High School to my right and Community School of Naples to my left. With that in mind, students, hands on your buzzer, and let's play A-Team Challenge. The first question for you: what man who was defended in 1807 by Luther Martin when he was put on trial for treason? John from Community School of Naples.
Burr.
Yes, Aaron Burr. Of course, he fought a duel in 1804 in which he killed Alexander Hamilton. 10 points then for Community School of Naples. Next question for you. Critias and Theramenes led what group of magistrates imposed on Athens by Sparta after the David from Palmetto Ridge?
Group of 7?
No, I'm afraid not. The complete question for Community School of Naples: imposed on Athens by Sparta after the Peloponnesian War. Thomas from Community School of Naples.
The Hellenic League?
No, I'm afraid not. What we're looking for here is called the 30 Tyrants. All right, moving on to our next question then. What American scientist developed the conservation of charge and the lightning rod? David from Palmetto Ridge.
Ben Franklin?
Yes, Benjamin Franklin, of course. He went on to test his theories by flying a kite in a thunderstorm. Great work there by Team Palmetto Ridge. Next question for you. The Narikala Fortress overlooks the Kura River in what capital of the Caucasian country of Georgia? Thomas from Community School of Naples.
Tbilisi.
Tbilisi, exactly right. That would be 10 points then for Community School of Naples. Next question for you in round number 1. What city, which names a style of chili served over pasta, is known as the Queen City of the West and is in the southwestern corner of Ohio? Thomas from Community School of Naples.
Cincinnati?
Yes, Cincinnati is what we're looking for here. This is, of course, in southwestern Ohio, very close to Kentucky. Great work by Team Community School of Naples. Next question for you. William Wordsworth described returning to the banks of the River Wye after the Bridget from Community School of Naples.
Tintern Abbey.
Yes, Tintern Abbey. Lines composed a few miles above Tintern Abbey. Great work. This was about after the passage of 5 years in this poem that was named after a ruined monastery. 10 points to your score. Next question. What play whose last act shows Emily watching her funeral from the afterlife? Bridget from Community School of Naples.
Our Town.
Yes, Our Town. 10 points there for your team. Of course, this is when Emily watched her funeral from the afterlife and is set in the town of Grover's Corners and is by Thornton Wilder. Great work. Next question for you. What fundamental physical constant is equal to 6.67 times 10? David from Palmetto Ridge.
Universal gravitational constant?
That's what we're looking for here, the gravitational constant. This, of course, is equal to 6.67 times 10 to the negative 11 Newton meters squared per kilogram squared. Great job there, 10 points for Team Palmetto Ridge. Next question for you. What sociologist who studied bureaucracy and proposed an iron cage of modern society wrote The Protestant Ethic and the Spirit of Capitalism? David from Palmetto Ridge.
Weber.
Yes, Max Weber, great work. That'll be 10 points then for Team Palmetto Ridge. Let me turn the page, get you a new list of questions. The next one is, what three-word French expression, which literally translates as "is it that," can be placed before a declarative sentence? Thomas from Community School of Naples.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
No, I'm afraid not. Palmetto Ridge, the complete question is a declarative sentence to turn it into a question. I'm afraid we're out of time with this one here, but the three-word French expression we're looking for is est-ce que. All right, next question here for you as we move along in round number 1. Diophantine equations solutions must be, Jack from Community School of Naples.
Integers.
Integers, yes. Diophantine's equation solutions must be in what set that is closed under subtraction but not division and contains the naturals and their opposites? Integers, great work. 10 points for your score. Next question for you. Lord Darnley was the second husband of what Stuart queen who was beheaded in 1587? John from Community School of Naples.
Mary, Queen of Scots.
Yes, Mary, Queen of Scots, of course, beheaded in 1587 before plotting against her cousin, Elizabeth I. Great work. Next question for you here in round number 1. What country's president declined to run for re-election due to failing health in 2017, resulting in Ramnath Kovind taking over from Pranab Mukherjee? Christian from Palmetto Ridge.
India.
India is what we're looking for here. Great job. That would be 10 points for Team Palmetto Ridge. As we move along, next question for you. What author of This Fight is Our Fight is the current senior senator from Massachusetts? John from Community School of Naples. Warren, yes, Elizabeth Ann Warren. Great work. That's the senior senator from Massachusetts. Next question for you. What Roman emperor who co-reigned with his brother Lucius Verus was the author of the Meditations? David from Palmetto Ridge.
Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius, yes, author of the Meditations and was the last of the 5 good emperors. Great work by Team Palmetto Ridge. That would be 10 more points to your score. Next question. A mirror cracks from side to side after Sir Lancelot rides past the title Woman's Tower in David from Palmetto Ridge.
Gwendolyn.
No, I'm afraid not. The complete question for Community School of Naples: past the title Woman's Tower in what poem by Alfred, Lord Tennyson? I'm afraid we're out of time with this question, but what we're looking for here is the Lady of Shalott. All right, next question for you. What law says that electric force is inversely proportional to the square of distance? Jack from Community School of Naples.
Coulomb's law.
That's what we're looking for, Coulomb's law, and shares its name with the SI unit of electric charge. Great job by Community School of Naples, 10 more points to your score. A quadratic equation will have no real solutions if the discriminant, David from Palmetto Ridge.
Less than 0.
Less than 0, that's what we're looking for. A quadratic equation will have no real solutions if the discriminant b squared minus 4ac has what property? Less than 0 or negative. Great job. Let me turn the page here, get you guys a new list of questions. The next one is, what story, which opens with the line $1.87, Bridget from Community School of Naples.
The Gift of the Magi.
That's what we're looking for, Gift of the Magi. Opens with $1.87, describes how Della buys a Christmas gift for Jim, and is by O. Henry. Great work. Next question for you. What cabinet position was held by 5 men under Andrew Jackson, including future Supreme Court Justices Levi Woodbury and Roger Taney? David from Palmetto Ridge.
Secretary of War.
No, I'm afraid not. The Team Community School of Naples, you're offered an opportunity. John from Community School of Naples.
Treasury.
That's what we're looking for here, the Secretary of the Treasury. Great work. That will be 10 more points to your score. As we move along here in round number 1, the next question for you is, what battle whose losing side planned a defense in Operation Clausewitz ended with Helmut Wiedling's surrender and Adolf Hitler's suicide? Thomas from Community School of Naples.
The Battle of Berlin.
That's what we're looking for here, the Battle of Berlin. Great work. That will be 10 points to your team's score. As we move along, next question. What group of beings from Greek mythology included Prometheus? Jack from Community School of Naples.
Titans.
Titans, of course, this included Prometheus and Atlas. Great work. What we're looking for here, they answered Titans. 10 more points to your score. Next question for you. What animal, a golden type of which titles an ancient novel by Apuleius, was the mount of Sancho Panza and mates with a horse? Jack from Palmetto Ridge.
A mule.
No, I'm afraid not. The complete question for Team Community School of Naples, this mates with a horse to produce a mule. Jack from Community School of Naples.
Donkey.
Donkeys is what we're looking for here. Great job. The doorbell means that we've come to the end of round number 1. Current score is 140 for Community School of Naples, 60 for Palmetto Ridge, but there's a lot more A-Team to come. We've got that plus team introductions right after these messages.
This one's packed with hope. This one's packed with big dreams. This one's packed with inspiration. It may look like a simple brown bag lunch, but it's really a big way to make a difference. That's because when you become a Take Stock in Children mentor, it takes just 1 hour a week to make an impact that can't be measured. Change a life over lunch. Become a mentor today.
Take Stock in Children is a major program of the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools. For more information on how you can become a mentor, call 239-337-0433 or email info@leeschoolfoundation.org.
The Foundation for Lee County Public Schools is celebrating 30 years of enriching education throughout the school district of Lee County. Throughout its history, the Foundation has provided over $7 million in scholarships and $1.5 million in education grants. 170 teachers have received the prestigious Golden Apple Award. To learn more, visit www.leeschoolfoundation.org.
Welcome back to A-Team Challenge on NBC2. I'm NBC2's Rob Duns, and before we get to round number 2 of A-Team Challenge, let's first introduce you to some of these great students. Representing Team Palmetto Ridge High School, these students are coached by Mrs. Allison Chapman and led by Captain Jack West. Jack is a senior and is off in the future to study at Florida Gulf Coast University and major in civil engineering. Next to Jack, we have David Gomez. David is a senior who will be attending Harvard University in the future and plans to study microbiology. In the second row for Team Palmetto Ridge, we have Christian Hugh Custodio, who is a senior. Christian is off to study at Florida Polytechnic and plans to major in mechanical and electrical engineering. And last but not least, of course, for Team Palmetto Ridge, we have Nick Garcia. Nick is a senior who hopes to study at the Florida Gulf Coast University here close to home and major in computer information systems. The students who are representing Community School of Naples are coached by Mr. Michael Harvey and led by team captain Bridget Denzer. Bridget is an 11th grader who hopes to study at Harvard in the future and major in chemistry. Next to Bridget, we have John Newman. John is an 11th grader who in the future hopes to study at Duke and major in political science. In the second row, we have Jack Shabatone. Jack is a senior who will be studying at Princeton and majoring in mathematics. And last but not least, of course, for Team Community School of Naples, we have Thomas Kralik. Thomas is a 9th grader and will be off to Harvard in a few years and plans to study economics. All right, round number 2, as you guys already know, works just like round number 1. So let's get back to A-Team Challenge with our first question. It is, what Swedish biologist founded the modern system of binomial? David from Palmetto Ridge.
Linnaeus.
Linnaeus. Carolus Linnaeus, of course, he was the Swedish biologist who founded the modern system of binomial nomenclature. Great work, 10 points for Palmetto Ridge. Next question. What novel, whose first sequel is titled Speaker for the Dead? Jack from Community School of Naples.
Ender's Game.
Ender's Game is what we're looking for here. This depicts a boy who commands human forces against the buggers and is by Orson Scott Card. Great job. Next question for you. Argentina was defeated by Britain in a 1982. David from Palmetto Ridge.
Falkland Islands.
Yes, the Falkland Islands. Of course, Argentina was defeated by Britain in 1982 over the war, of course, over the Falkland Islands. Great job. Next question. Fix laws describe Jack from Community School of Naples.
Diffusion.
Diffusion, yes. Fix laws describe what process of which osmosis is a special case that involves molecules passively moving down a concentration gradient. The answer is diffusion. That would be 10 points then to Community School of Naples. Next question for you. Which imaginary realm is accessed by Jesse Aarons and Leslie Burke? David from Palmetto Ridge.
Terabithia.
Terabithia, exactly right. Of course, using a rope swing, and partially titles a Catherine Patterson novel, Terabithia, of course, from the book Bridge to Terabithia. 10 points then to Palmetto Ridge. Next question. What river, which flows into the Tyrrhenian Sea near Ostia, rises in the Apennine Mountains in Italy before passing under the Milvian Bridge in Rome? Thomas from Community School of Naples.
Tiber.
The Tiber River, exactly right. Say it declaratively there. And 10 points then to Community School of Naples. The next question we have for you guys is a math question, so it will appear on the screen. Jack is in very fast from Community School of Naples.
5.
5, yes. For those of you who aren't as fast as these excellent students, the question was, what is the base 2 logarithm of 32? Great work there by Team Community School of Naples. Next question for you. What painting shown in the background of Grant Wood's Daughters of Revolution is an Emanuel Leutze depiction of an event from the Revolutionary War? David from Palmetto Ridge.
Washington crossing the Delaware.
That's exactly right. Washington crossing the Delaware. Great work by Team Palmetto Ridge. 10 more points to your score. Next question. What is the term for the 8 statements from the Sermon on the Mount that begin, Thomas from Community School of Naples?
The Beatitudes.
Exactly right. Of course, these begin, blessed are the poor in spirit, theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Great work, 10 points to your score. Next question for you. What molecules whose processing involves addition of 5', Jack from Community School of Naples?
RNA.
Please be more specific.
Messenger RNA.
That's what we're looking for. Messenger RNA, yes. We would also accept mRNA. The question was, what molecules whose processing involves addition of 5' cap and 3' poly A tail in eukaryotes are transcribed by a polymerase that reads DNA? Great work. 10 points there for your score. Next question. Kelsey Grammer played what fictional psychiatrist who was introduced on the sitcom Cheers and went on to host a radio show in Seattle? Jack from Community School of Naples.
Smith.
No, I'm afraid not. Team Palmetto Ridge. Christian from Palmetto Ridge.
Jones.
No, I'm afraid not. You guys are making me feel old. We're talking about the Frasier show. Frasier Crane is the person, one of my favorite shows, but you guys are probably a little too young to remember that one quite as well. All right, next question for you. What officer who lost an arm in the Canary Islands stated, "Every man will do his duty," before dying aboard HMS Victory at the Battle of Trafalgar? David from Palmetto Ridge.
Nelson.
Nelson, yes, Lord Horatio Nelson. Excellent work. That'd be 10 points then for Team Palmetto Ridge, excuse me. Next question for you. The enhanced Fujita scale gauges the intensity. David from Palmetto Ridge.
Tornadoes.
Bingo, that's a good one to know there from my perspective. The enhanced Fujita scale, of course, gauges the intensity of this natural phenomena. That will be tornadoes. Excellent job. Next question for you. What composer of An American in Paris? David from Palmetto Ridge.
Gershwin.
Gershwin is right. David is on a roll. An American in Paris was commissioned by Paul Whiteman to write a jazz-influenced composition called Rhapsody in Blue. Great work. Next question for you. What major key whose relative minor is E minor? Bridget from Community School of Naples.
G major.
G major, exactly right. Has F sharp as its only sharp. Excellent work. 10 points then for Community School of Naples. Next question for you. What musical in which a singer proves her talent in the song Think of Me depicts a mysterious Bridget from Community School of Naples?
The Phantom of the Opera.
Yes, Phantom of the Opera. This depicts a mysterious masked figure who lives under a Paris music house. Great work. Next question for you. What state's cities of Wheeling and Huntington? John from Community School of Naples.
West Virginia.
West Virginia, yes, of course. West Virginia is home to the cities of Wheeling and Huntington, both of which lie on the Ohio River. Great work. Our next question takes us back to math. So for the students here on set, the question will appear in front of you. For the rest of the audience, Jack is in from Community School of Naples.
7.
Yes, 7. The question, for those of you who aren't as fast as these excellent students, what is the value of the constant c in the function f of x equals 2x plus c, given that f of 3 equals 13? Great work there by these excellent students. Next question for you. In what 2016 film does Sue Brierly, played by Nicole Kidman, adopt Saru, an Indian boy who searches for his family? Thomas from Community School of Naples.
Lion.
Lion. Say it with a period. Lion. Excellent work. He, of course, searches for his family on Google Earth. 10 points for Community School of Naples. Excellent job. Next question for you here in round number 2. What 6-letter term used in chemistry as a formal term for melting? David from Palmetto Ridge.
No, Vesper, I don't know.
Okay, the complete question then, and we'll give it over to Community School of Naples, as a formal term for melting, also names the process in which two smaller nuclei join to form a larger one. Jack from Community School of Naples.
Fusion.
Fusion is what we're looking for here. Yes, that would be 10 points then to your score for Team Community School of Naples. Continuing along here, next question for you in round number 2. Democracy dies in darkness. John from Community School of Naples.
Washington Post.
Yes, that is the new motto of this newspaper, the Washington Post, that investigated the 1970s allegations of deep throat and is now owned by Jeff Bezos. Great job there by Team Community School of Naples. Next question. Singly ionized calcium is visible in what layer of the sun's atmosphere between the photosphere? Jack from Community School of Naples.
Chromosphere.
The chromosphere, yes. This is between the photosphere and corona, which can only be seen during an eclipse. Great job there, Team Community School of Naples. They are currently in the head here with 280 points. Palmetto Ridge is trailing right now with 130, but an awful lot can happen during the lightning round, and that begins right after these messages. Stay with us.
2 pennies by themselves don't add up to much. But when you're a Suncoast member, every time you swipe your Suncoast credit or debit card, Suncoast donates 2 cents to help children's programs where you live. That means Suncoast members help make their community a better place every day just by buying things with their cards. And when we add all those pennies from all those Suncoast card swipes together, we can give millions of dollars to our children's future. Visit SuncoastCreditUnion.com and learn how much Suncoast could save you.
Our schools are faced with increasing budgetary challenges. Now, there's an easy way for all of us to support education. By purchasing a License for Learning plate and renewing it each year, $20 are contributed to our schools to help our children. Support the License for Learning campaign. If you've got a car, get involved. For more information, call the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools, 239-337-0433. Get involved.
Since 1986, the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools has worked to enhance and enrich education throughout the school district of Lee County. We are proud to have funded 2,500 educator grants, provided development training for 850 teachers through our Collegium program, and free school supplies for more than 5,000 classrooms. For more information, visit www.leeschoolfoundation.org.
And welcome back to A-Team Challenge right here on NBC2. I'm NBC2's Rob Duns. And before we get to the lightning round, I'd like to introduce you to the alternates who are representing Team Palmetto Ridge and Team Community School of Naples. Representing Palmetto Ridge, we also have Madison Harridan. Madison is a junior who in the future is off to Worcester Polytechnic Institute and plans to major in forensic psychology. We also have William Holt. William is a senior who is looking to study at Florida Gulf Coast University and major in public health. Representing Team Community School of Naples, we have Gabriella Anquen. Gabriella is a 10th grader who in the future will be studying at MIT and majoring in engineering. And we also have Graham Murphy. Graham is a sophomore but will be someday studying at Wake Forest University and plans to major in business and commerce. The way the lightning round works is that we have 3 folders here, and the teams will be picking which folder they'd like to ask. And what happens here is they'll have 60 seconds to answer these questions. Once I complete asking the first question, they have the opportunity to pass, and if we have enough time, we'll try and come back and see if we can get it on the second go-round. Palmetto Ridge will be selecting first, so the first question for you is, do you select the yellow folder, the green folder, or the blue folder? All right, then for the control room and our judges panel, Team Palmetto Ridge has chosen the green folder. Just a reminder again, you have 60 seconds. Once I complete the first question, you do have the opportunity to pass, and make sure that, Jack, you speak nice and loud because the final answer has to come from you. Team Palmetto Ridge, the subject of the green folder is aquatic wonders. In what country would one find Angel Falls, the world's highest waterfall?
Venezuela?
Yes. The Great Barrier Reef, which is off this country's eastern coast.
Australia?
Yes. Lake Baikal, the world's largest freshwater lake by volume.
Russia?
Yes. The Copacabana Beach.
Go for it. Sure. Mexico?
No. The Huanghe or Yellow River.
China? China?
Yes. The Eyjafjallajökull, the country's longest fjord.
Norway?
No. The Siwa Oasis, a spring amidst a vast desert.
That could be a lot of things. Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia?
No. The Puerto Princesa subterranean river in Asia, one of the new 7 wonders of nature.
Vietnam?
No. The Great Blue Hole, an underwater
Belize.
sinkhole off the
Belize.
coast of a country once called British Honduras.
Belize?
Yes. Lake Van, which is southwest of Mount Ararat, and you are permitted to offer a response.
Oh no, that'd be Turkey.
Turkey?
Yes. The judges tally up our
You're trying
scores
to say
here.
Ataturk, didn't you?
Copacabana Beach is in Brazil. The Eyjafjallajökull, the country's longest fjord, is Iceland. So you were close, but Iceland. The Siwa Oasis, a spring amidst a vast desert, is in Egypt. The Puerto Princesa subterranean river is in the Philippines. And that was all we got there. So great job by Team Palmetto Ridge. We'll now move over to Team Community School of Naples. Same rules apply. You have 60 seconds. Once I finish asking you the first question, you have the opportunity to pass. The first question is this: yellow folder or blue folder?
Yellow.
All right. For the control room then, Team Community School of Naples has chosen the yellow folder. For our table of judges, we have the yellow folder in play here. Team Community School of Naples. The subject of the yellow folder is P.S. Name these words starting with P.S. Sacred songs found in a namesake Old Testament book.
Psalms.
Yes. Active ingredient in magic mushrooms.
Pass.
A false name.
Pseudonym.
Yes. Disease causing red, itchy patches of skin.
Psoriasis.
Yes. 1960 Alfred Hitchcock film starring
Psycho.
Anthony Perkins. Yes. An expression of disapproval or disbelief.
Psych.
No. A foot-like projection from a cell.
Pseudopod.
Yes. Genre of feedback-heavy rock music popular in the 1960s.
Psychedelic.
Yes. Interjection used to quietly get someone's attention.
Psych.
Yes. Second to last letter of the Greek alphabet.
Psi.
Yes.
We passed on to-
Active ingredient in magic mushrooms.
What's an active ingredient?
Like it's like yeast.
PS. Yeah, no. we
Yeah,
don't
you
have
are
it.
permitted to give a response.
Salt.
Salt.
Well, it's a good thing you guys don't know this because you should know the answer to this one. But what we're looking for here is psilocybin is the active ingredient in magic mushrooms. With that, the Community School of Naples has won our contest. They'll be moving on to the final round. You guys can exchange handshakes and high fives. And a quick thank you once again to the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools, NBC2, Suncoast Credit Union, and the Lee County School District. We'll see you next time on 18 Challenge.